it's time for a June reset. I missed you guys. I missed these type of videos. I didn't do my May reset because I was exploring all around Japan, and my Japan content is now all out there, and I just am so happy to be back creating my regular content, or the resets, clean with me on my Instagram, or my inspirational, motivational type of content. So I'm happy just to be filming that stuff again. I am doing my June reset today. It is the 31st of May. I can't believe we're heading into the 6th month of the year, halfway, which is crazy. But of course, I'm going to start with a bit of a house reset, clean up a little bit, and then we'll sit down, do our goals, reflections, all that good stuff that you guys know I love doing. But let's make the bed. It is real sweater weather here now in Australia. I am freezing. It's only been like this for like maybe the past couple of days, like winter. Well, literally winter's tomorrow. Winter is truly on her way. So we've got all the sweaters, the trackies, they're all coming out, which I don't hate because I do love a good hoodie and trackies. I feel like I always talk to you guys about what I am watching, because I'm always watching a TV show no matter what time. I finished Parenthood, loved it. I was so sad about the ending though. If you guys have seen Parenthood, that little end, I don't want to spoil it, but I was literally bawling my eyes out, like what do you mean on the last episode that happens? But I rewatched The Summer I Turned Pretty because in my head it was coming out in June the 16th, but then I finished watching it and I watched like the season 3 trailer and it says July, and I was like, what? So I just rewatched 2 seasons and it's not even out for another 2 months. But it was a good watch. Love that series. And now John and I also have been watching The Last of Us, which I really love, until that major thing happened and we've stopped watching. But we will get back into it. I just need a little bit of a moment, a little pause for what happened, because I was kind of pissed. And then the other one we started watching is Orange is the New Black. I watched that like ages ago, but I never finished it. I don't know why. I just didn't end up watching it. So we are going back and watching Orange is the New Black, hopefully the whole way through. In other big pop culture news, guys, I don't know why I think I'm a news channel now, but Hailey Bieber sold Rode for $1 billion. Wild. And in other fantastic news, I like Taylor Swift's music, and I'm not like a diehard Swiftie, but I appreciate her and her talent. She got all of her music back, her music videos, everything that she did that she lost her rights to, she bought back. So here's another win for women. $1 billion and getting all your music rights back. Amazing. Alright, my bed is made. I can't do washing because it's currently raining, but let's go do dishes. Actually, I can fold some washing and put it away and do dishes. So let's go do that. Alright, I've got some clothes to put away. I'm back in my reset spot. This is where I do all my resets. I have got my planner out, my journal, so we're ready to start on all things reset. My planner is the Steph Pace signature planner. I've had I get these every single year. They're the best. As always, we are going to start with a reflection of the past month, which has been May. We spent the first bit of the month in Japan, closing out our trip, and then coming home. So there's been a fair bit on, and I always use my own journal prompts for the reflection, which I will leave here for you guys so that you guys can use them too. But let's get stuck into some reflection. A tip that I like to do as well when I'm doing my reflection, because sometimes you just can't think of everything that you did in the month. So I do go back on like my planner, have a look like what was going on during May, go back on your camera roll as well, and just sort of gauge where you're at and would jog your memory a bit. So definitely do that if you feel like stumped on how to answering those questions. So let's have a little look at May, hey? My reflection is now all done. I had a really up and down month in May, mainly ups I would say, but I had a few like house things that came up, like our stove top broke and I had to replace it and a couple of things like that. But overall I had a really positive month with my business. I had a lot of new clients on board with me, dream clients that I attracted and am so privileged to work with. Yeah, I think it just overall, May just made me really realize how grateful and appreciative I am of where I live and my home. After coming back from Japan for 3 weeks, I really was craving home, and it just makes you appreciate it so much more when you get back from traveling. So that is sort of my reflection in a recap. We are now going to start with all the goals, all the fun things. And even though I didn't film my May reset, I did do it myself when I got back. So it was about the middle of May, and we will go over that now, the goals that I wanted to achieve, what I ticked off, what I didn't, and then we can get into what goals we want for June. You're not going to be surprised by the first one. The first one was do my money course / read the book, and I haven't done that yet. I am neglecting my money mindset at the moment, and it is still something that's on my brain, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Get my screen time down to 4.5 hours per day on average. Let's have a look. Not quite. We were averaging about 5 hours, so about half hour off. And this week, that was last week, and this week is 5 hours and 15 minutes. So haven't quite hit the 4.5. Read a fiction book. Did I do one? No, I don't think I did. Order a photo book. I did do that, and I had my Italy one and my Maldives one printed and here, and they look so good. I'm so happy with that. I'm really glad that we did that. Low spend month. I will check that after I check over our budget. Prioritize healthy meals. We've kind of just been eating the same thing as we always do, so I'm definitely not as eating as bad as I was when I left and then during Japan. So I'm gonna say yes, because overall we have no phone Sundays. Yes, we've kept them going, and then one simplified meal per week, which we have been doing. So like just protein with vegetables, nothing crazy, just very simplified. I had reached 1,500 subscribers. I haven't reached that, but we're very, very, very close. I think I'm at 1,470. So close, but not quite there yet. I had reached 1,780 hours on YouTube, and wait, why do I have 1,780? I think I was supposed to put 2,780 maybe. No, I'd say I think I was supposed to write 2,780, which we have done. We're at 2,810. I said hit 1,770 followers on Instagram, and we did 1,796. So that was amazing. I've done that, and hit 1,000 on TikTok, and we have done that. That is, now we're at 1,372. So yes, we have, and that's it. They were my goals. So overall, not bad. Did good career-wise, health-wise. but personal really slipped. Yeah, that's sort of where it went bad. So that is fine. We are now going to move on now to our monthly spread. So what that looks like. And basically it's a blank canvas and I go through my weekly spread of what I've got going on, and so I can just see it all at a month's glance. And I like to highlight them according to whether it's like a fun self-care, like taking care of me, friends, catch up days, or is it a lot of work, like where is sort of, that's kind of why I like to highlight them as well. So I'm gonna go through and do that now. So just having a look through my June spreads, what I've got going on. Alright, that is done, and we're going to head into our goals now. I always split my goals into personal, finance and life admin, health and career. So let's chat about my personal goals. Read a fiction book, still got that on my list, and also to use Opal in the morning. If you don't know what Opal is, it's the social media blocking app where it just like turns off your social so you can't actually go on. That's what I use every Sunday and days when I'm like working and I know I can feel myself gravitating towards just scrolling. I use Opal just to block the apps. And one of the main things that I've been noticing myself doing is using socials in the morning before I do a workout, and then by the time that I finish scrolling, I'm like, don't want to do movement, or if I claim it's too late now, things like that. So I've just set up Opal to come on every single morning from 6 till 8 a.m. social blocks. So hopefully that will help with that. My screen time will be 4.5 hours. That's where I'll try and get it to. For finance and life admin, I am going to start changing my name. So if you didn't know, I got married, well, it'll be 2 years this year. So a couple of years ago I got married and I never changed my last name because we had a lot of trips booked in my maiden name. And the same for this year, like everything has just been always booked under my passport name, obviously. So haven't had a chance to stop it between trips being booked. But at this very moment in time, we do have another trip that is towards the end of the year, but we haven't booked anything for that yet. And I want to try and get the name change done before we go ahead and book anything for that. And then my finance goals is to put money away for that next trip we've got coming up. It is going to be a family trip with John's family this time, which will be really cool. But I will tell you guys where we're going and everything a bit closer to. Health goals, again, these are very similar, 1 simplified meal per week. My meditation app that I use called Rise, they are doing a collaboration with Hustle, which is like a Pilates platform, I think it is. And they have a challenge this month where it's 20 days and it's a movement and a meditation every single day. So I'm going to follow that challenge and I want to really tick that off. And then my no phone Sundays. Career wise, I want to hit 1,500 subs, hit 2,900 watch hours, 1,810 followers and 1,500 TikTok followers. I know I've been silently hinting about me coming out with a product. That stock should be arriving this month. So that's all I'll say about that, and plans to go ahead with that. And they are my goals for June. So I feel like it's fine. Like it's a good enough balance. I know the subscribers and the followers things is kind of out of my control, and the main thing that I need to do to execute those things is having great content and connecting with the people that do engage with my content and just getting myself out there at different events and things like that. So I know overall having the numbers goal isn't great, but it's always good to just have in my head, you know, that next step to kind of give me that little push. And of course with my Creatively Mariah business as well, I've got financial goals and, you know, client goals and things like that that of course I'm going to keep working towards as well. So they're my June goals done. Now, as always, we put our goals into our weeks coming up. So if I want to read a book, one of my habit tracking things will be to read That opal, I can track that every single morning. No phone Sundays, I'll put in. Name change, I'll be like writing in the dates that I want to be able to do that. So that's what I'm going to do now. Now I'm going to do the fridge magnet. So we have a monthly spread so that me and John can be across everything that's going on with each other, where we are, what the plans are, all that good stuff. And then we tick it off every day. I feel like I just did May and now I'm doing June. Whiteboard's done, planner's done. The last thing that I need to do is our budget. So I do this on my computer because I have created our own little Google sheet that has all of our expenses in it, all of our income in it, all of that sort of stuff. And I just fix it up every single month, see where we're spending our money, too much money, not enough, like all that kind of thing. And I just basically go through my entire bank account for that month and just all log it into that Google sheet, and then that's it. But I'm not going to film that because it's very boring. I'm just going to be sitting on my computer because I won't show you the Google sheet. But that's basically it. So we've finished our June reset, everyone. I would love to hear your goals in the comments below, and if you have any questions, as always, pop them down and I'm always happy to answer. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.